USC Visions and Voices is bringing visiting family a blast from the past at tonight's welcome concert.
Trojan Pride is building as the Spirit of Troy kicks off Family Weekend.
And find out some little-known fun facts about one of USC's most iconic mascots. See It Live starts now.
Trojan Family Weekend is in full swing with hundreds of events, including concerts, lectures, and workshops. Hi, I'm Liv Kelleher.
And I'm Neel Amarnani. Tonight, the British pop band ABC's hit the headliner for a concert in Alumni Park. See It Live's Jack Reid is there with a preview of tonight's performance.
Thanks, Neel. The excitement is already building here in McCarthy Quad, where in just under 2 hours, British new wave band from the 80s, ABC, will be taking the stage. They'll be performing hit songs from their debut album, The Lexicon of Love. It was called by Q Magazine one of the top 100 greatest British albums. And we were treated to an amazing performance during the rehearsal. I just know that fans cannot wait to hear more.
ABC in concert, goodness, probably about 25 years ago in the French Quarter. They were great. We were dancing the whole night. And so when I saw that ABC was performing tonight, I was like, oh, how nice of them, USC, to have that for the parents.
I'm of an age where ABC, I remember getting that album when I was a kid. I was in high school at the time. I'm very excited to go to the concert tonight. It's like a little retro throwback. It's one of those things that when you're our age, you get all excited about that, and you guys would really like it too.
Students and parents who attend the concert tonight will get the opportunity to see the band perform for free in anticipation of their tour continuing in January. But 3 of their February dates are already sold out, so if you couldn't make it, get your tickets now. Thanks, and back to you, Liv.
Wow, Jack, that looks epic. There has been lots of posing in front of Tommy Trojan, bags of USC swag, and parents all over campus as we kicked off the ceremonies this morning at Alumni Park. The Trojan Marching Band kicked off Parents Weekend, and school administrators welcomed families. The 3-day event gives parents the chance to see the campus and become a part of the Trojan family.
I feel like being a part of this community, even just for the weekend, will allow our daughter to sort of integrate more easily and also feel a part of it.
I really want to feel not only the Southern California vibe, but also the USC vibe. Heard so much about the supportive USC community and alumni, and I really want to engage in that and feel that because I want to be part of that. Aside from making me feel old, I feel like we really just revived and just very energized with all the music.
The band is awesome. They just played, and it makes me want to enroll, get my go back to school.
Trojan Family Weekends continues through Sunday with multiple events, including tailgates for this Saturday's football game against Arizona.
For some first-generation Trojans, Family Weekend can be a time to share student college experiences with their loved ones.
And she's the reason I'm here, so I am feeling honored to share it with her.
And I've never even been on campus in this environment. It's just, oh my gosh, it's just so amazing.
But for many families, the high price of Trojan Family Weekend can make it hard to participate. Early bird registration costs $110, while late registration will set you back $165. One student whose parents aren't coming out says she feels left out.
Last year it was about $235 a day, and for a family of 5 total, that just was an unrealistic timeline to pay for each person to come and also take the time off of work that could otherwise been spent making income. The Trojan family doesn't really extend to the families that do come from low income or first generation backgrounds.
Trojan Family Weekend coordinators work to make the activities and tailgates more accessible to the diverse student and family populations.
So the scholarships, for the most part, are full scholarships to cover the fees. I think this year we gave out about $55,000 in scholarships. And this year also we instituted a sponsorship so that families who are coming that felt like they wanted to sponsor a family could also do that. So some of that is now coming from families who are attending as well. Although we don't sponsor the tailgate as often because the cost of the tailgate is really food. And it's harder to sponsor that in that way.
University Events sends out a survey following every Trojan Family Weekend to get feedback from both attendees and non-attendees on how to improve their experience.
And while many get the chance to celebrate with their parents this weekend, many international students do not have the same opportunity.
It's definitely been hard because I've been seeing parents pour in, and it's just, I can't experience that same feeling.
I really miss my mom who is in here and usually can't make it to Parents Weekend. It's kind of sad to see people with their families, but I think it definitely was harder in my freshman year, but as a junior I feel like I've found my family here.
Here at USC, 26% of the student population come from other countries. That's more than 13,000 international students.
Many USC alumni return for Trojan Family Weekend. The 3 days of events and Saturday's football game are ways for parents to reflect on their own USC experience. Many visiting parents are very excited to be on campus and relive USC tradition. The event is filled with engaging programs that give visitors a chance to reconnect and observe the changes that took over USC over the years.
Well, she's really stayed in contact with USC. She loves coming back here to LA. And one thing I'm really excited for is for her to come to the game. It's a tradition of ours. We go and sit and we do all the chants and the songs, and it's just really fun for her to come back and relive her student experience.
We are big football fans who are very excited for the football game and just seeing campus just lively and full of people and everybody excited and going to the game.
The game will be nice, but the friends will be the important part.
The USC alumni community consists of almost 500,000 people around the world.
USC Department of Public Safety has a crucial role in ensuring student safety, a concern most parents have when sending their kids off to college.
By visiting USC a couple of times, I find it much safer than the place we live in. Last night we walked around the campus really around 9 o'clock. It was perfect. I mean, in Chicago, you can't do that anymore.
Very first concern for us was safety. As a freshman, coming out of high school fairly protected in a community that's safe and a high school that's safe. I mean, these days you never know.
DPS held an info session today about its role on campus. It gave parents a chance to learn more about how the safety of their child is prioritized. USC's assistant DPS chief says USC is doing a good job of keeping kids safe.
DPS is one of the nation's largest campus safety department with over 300 full-time personnel working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
In addition to DPS officers who patrol a 2.5-mile radius around USC's campus, USC contracts security ambassadors to patrol street corners in nearby neighborhoods.
A professor of stand-up comedy hosted parents in her morning class today. At USC, comedy classes and clubs are increasing in popularity among students. A new member in the comedy troupe, The Suspenders, says it helps him be part of a community.
We have multiple comedy troupes here at USC, but I'm a part of the Suspenders, which is sketch comedy. For a lot of people, it's another avenue, an extracurricular that they can pursue either for their majors or just something that they have fun with. Or they break away from the mundane tasks of school to just have fun with people that are very like-minded as them. And for me, I have a pretty difficult major here, so it's a really good break from pure schoolwork.
The Suspenders is just one of many comedy clubs on campus. Founded in 2014, it is the longest-running sketch comedy troupe. Parents of some of these students say they are happy that their children have found something that they are passionate about.
Well, my son is in dramatic arts. He found theater by mistake when he was rejected from the basketball team. He participated in a show in the first semester, and he's going to be doing stand-up comedy for the Suspenders group. If he can get a ticket for the football game, he has been promising me to do, I will be happy to share the game with him.
It reminds us of our elementary school days when they would put on their little plays. And so I think that was kind of the inspiration, for my son to be involved. Just excited to see, what they all kind of bring to it today.
Suspenders bring laughter to many different venues around campus. The next show is on October 16th, and you can get tickets on their website.
It's hard to talk about the Trojan spirit without talking about Traveler, one of the most famous live mascots in the U.S. Annenberg Media's Cam Kaufman introduces us to the people who take care of the famous white horse.
Thousands of fans pour into the Coliseum on game day to see superstar Caleb Williams.
But for many, the superstar they line up to see is this guy, Traveler, USC's live mascot.
They would admit it at us in the trailer. They would say, "Oh yeah, we come here to see the horse. We don't follow football."
Hector Aguilar rode Traveler for 16 years. After every USC touchdown, the white Andalusian gallops down the sideline in triumph, a tradition started back in 1961, when a duo from USC spotted the horse in the Rose Parade. They convinced Traveler's rider to take a few laps around the stadium, and 62 years later, the tradition is still going strong.
The rush of the adrenaline being in the Coliseum with like 90,000 people screaming and yelling at you and for the team and everything, it's just something that tremendous they'll never forget.
In 2003, Traveler's original owners handed over the reins to horse trainer Joanne Asman.
It's a wonderful feeling now. In the beginning, it was a little scary, learning the ropes and such, but we love what we do.
Traveler fans might also be surprised to know there's more than one Traveler, and I'm not talking about this guy. One works on game days, another does photo shoots and commercials, and one is a designated Traveler in training.
I've been very lucky to be able to take my hobby and, make it into my love and be able to do it full time.
Fans can get their picture taken with Traveler this Saturday and before all home football games near Gate 8. For Annenberg Media, I'm Cam Kaufman.
If seeing Traveler in action isn't enough to get you to the Coliseum this weekend, Anthony Bottino is here to give us the rundown on this weekend's game against Arizona.
Thanks, Liv. There's no doubt Trojan families will be packing the Coliseum this Saturday for the Trojans' return to home to take on the Arizona Wildcats. Last year, USC beat Arizona in a away game closer than expected. This year could be similar. Arizona has a formidable defense that has proven it can handle an explosive offense like USC's. While the Arizona defense is ranked in the top half of the Pac-12 teams this year, it hasn't faced anyone like Caleb Williams, who always seems to find his target and is extremely evasive. Former Wildcat wide receiver Dorian Singer is going to be a key player against his old team, and if any of the SC receivers know how to get around the defense, it's Singer. The odds makers are favoring USC by 22 points, but my prediction is Arizona will fall to USC 42-28. The Wildcats have weapons on the offense, but it's unknown if starting quarterback Jaden DeLora will be healthy enough to play. Even if he does, he won't be 100%, and that won't be enough to take down the number 9 Trojans. The last 2 games, the USC defense has been embarrassed, but this is the perfect week for them to get back on track. It's simply a must-win scenario for the Trojans, and I'm confident the night will end with Trojan family cheers. Now, back to you, Liv.
Thanks, Anthony. For families planning on tailgating this weekend, reservations could cost you upwards of $70. Well, love is in the air for countless Trojans who have found their forever partner right here on USC's campus. Take a look at these heartwarming love stories.
Well, I was in the marching band with my now spouse. We were in the marching band for all 4 years together. We actually started dating our senior year. He played the cymbals, I played flute, and we were just talking anyways. We were organizing some stuff for like our senior class. To be honest, we just kept talking and started dating after that. So this November is actually going to be 15 years together.
For these sweethearts, their courtship was followed by a lifetime of family, friends, and football. They even tailgate as a family right in front of Tommy Trojan. Their alumni dreams came true when their son officially joined the Trojan family himself.
And at school at USC in the nursing program, 1992.
1993.
She's always right. And it was that first fantastic day of clinicals. And she came walking in those awesome USC scrubs. And I was like, that's the one.
It would be amazing if we could see Vincent walk towards us to our tailgate coming from his dorm. And it actually happened. And it was amazing. We're just so excited for him to be part of the Trojan family. And he was born a Trojan. There was no other way.
The community of USC sweethearts grows yearly. And who knows, maybe the love of your life is just one class away.
In the spirit of Family Weekend, we asked students what family means to them and what they are grateful for.
My mom, she's in the ICU right now, and I don't have a dad. He passed away as well. So I'm grateful that she is alive. It's unfortunate that she cannot be here because, she was planning to come here, but I'm so just grateful for all the things that she taught me and the strength that she gave me that I'm having to give back to her now.
I think my parents have always been really supportive of me. They haven't really been disappointed as long as they know that I'm working hard. So I think they've provided me with a good moral compass, and they've also shown me a lot of love that's helped me get through tough times.
I'm most grateful for all the sacrifices that they sacrificed to give me a better life, and just how hardworking they are to provide me with a safe and comfortable life.
I honestly think I'm probably most grateful for the fact that they paid for my elementary school, middle school, high school, college, food, clothes, cars, house. I guess they lived in the house too, but.
Thanks for watching See It Live from everyone at Annenberg Media. I'm Neel Amarnani.
And I'm Liv Kelleher. Neel, do you have any plans for Parents Weekend?
Fortunately not, do you?
Well, my parents are back home in Chicago, but I definitely will be going to the football game this weekend.
Of course.
So for more coverage, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Annenberg Media. Good night and fight on.